guys, welcome or maybe welcome back to my channel. My name is Diane and this is Jan's Cozy Corner, and I'm so happy that you will be joining me today as I set up my bullet journal spreads for October 2024. I can't believe that September is almost over and we're starting to get into October already. Time is really flying. I am so excited for this month's theme because I've decided to go with apple harvest. It's maybe a little bit unusual for October because everyone is into spooky season and into really autumny vibes, but I just can't seem to let go of summer yet, so it's a little bit more bright and picnicky as most of October spreads I can imagine, but I am really happy with how this theme turned out. What inspired me the most to use this theme were the stickers from PlanningWithKay. If you don't know Kayla from PlanningWithKay, please go check her out because she makes the most wonderful bullet journal stickers. That's what inspired me to come up with apple harvests. As you can see, I'm just starting with the cover page here. It is a kind of plaid, I believe it's called, kind of plaid pattern where I've used brownish orangey marker to make some really thick lines. Then I decided to go over it with a really light brown marker. After that I decided to go with some fine liners just to give it some extra dimension. And I've used a red fine liner and a green fine liner because it reminded me of the color of apples. It's really self-explanatory, it's just crossing some lines across the page, but I do really like how it turned out. That messy and hand-drawn kind of look was really what I was going for. And I was struggling to come up with a font for this theme, so I just decided to grab some of the sticker sheets with all the titles. Just wanted to copy that to make it more cohesive and challenge myself to try a new font. I really wanted to give the vibe of drawn something in trunk of a tree. Just when you carve something into a tree, that woodwork kind of vibe. Yeah, that is what I wanted to resemble. And I finished it off with a sticker of a really cute basket overflowing with apples. That is already the cover page done. And flipping over, we are starting on my monthly calendar. The monthly calendar is a spread that I never skip. For October, I've decided to change some things up because September was a really busy month for me. I've started a new job and I've started going back to school again, all at once. So you can imagine I've been very busy, and that also made me forget my journal sometimes because I've had a lot of trackers and I forgot why I've started to use a bullet journal in the first place. And that is because it gives me structure and because it helps me plan out everything. So later in this video you will see me set up all my weeklies for October already. So yeah, just give me a feeling of really getting started. Just ready. Just ready as it gets October 1st. I've started to map out a really big calendar. Yeah, I really liked how this spread turned out. It's mostly functional, so I wanted to incorporate the theme with the pattern in the background. I am always very curious about what are your planning themes for October. Like I said, I'm just not ready for summer to be over yet, so I can't really get myself to go into the autumny vibes because that really means that the darker and colder times are upon us. That sounds so dark. back to the spread. As you can see, I've decided to draw with the light brown marker over the little number stickers because I wanted to spark some things up. Here I'm just decorating with some few stickers of apple pie and apple cider. It's really cozy and also really vibrant, and I love, love, love my calendar spread. It gives me a lot of planning space for the month. Flipping over to the next pages. If you've seen a Plan With Me video from earlier, you probably know that these spreads are my reading and running pages. I have not used my reading and my running pages at all last month. I'm just not that focused on tracking my reading and tracking my running. And since I've started a new job, started going back to school, a lot of things are changing. So I thought it would be helpful to make a money spread for me. It is a place for me to track my bills, to track what I get paid from my new job, and to budget everything out for the upcoming month. So I will be using this spread in the beginning of the month for the most part, I think. And as the month goes by, I will have it as a reference. And over to the right side, this will be my gratitude log. I started using gratitude logs last month again after a really big break with it. I've been loving it. Just giving myself some extra spaces to focus on positive things and focus on things that I'm grateful for. So with the colors of my theme, I'm just drawing in some blobs and throwing in some boxes to give me the space to write down things that I'm grateful for over the month. As I'm finishing up the spread, I'm just decorating it with some apple pie and apple cider, apple tea, apple baskets, everything apples. And I am really happy with how this spread turned out. Flipping over to the next page, this is where I'll be setting up my brain dump for the month. A brain dump has been a staple in a stable, not for the horses, but a staple. The brain dump has been a staple spread for me because it's just a place where everything can go if it doesn't have a place in my monthly setup. So usually it will be filled with some reminders or some extra to-do lists, maybe some things I need to remember for my work or stuff like that. I always want to keep this page really empty, so I just decorated it with some colors around the border and some stickers in the top left and top right corner to give me the most space to use it for everything that I want. Flipping over, this is where all my weeklies will begin. And because I want to set up my whole month in advance, I have decided to use Dutch doors. And if you're not familiar with what a Dutch door is, it is a way to create a little flap, so to say, within your spread. So here you can see me cutting out some right side of the pages, and that will give me a little booklet. I have made 5 Dutch doors, so 1 for each week. On the little sidebars that will be visible on every week, I have made the plaid pattern again to give it a cohesive look. I am not the type of person who needs a lot of flexibility in their weekly planning. If I feel that I need a lot more planning space, then I will just set up a daily. So here I've used some weekly headers in the form of those really cute apples. I love those weekly headers. As I'm looking at it now, I forgot to write the 30th of September because I was so focused to not mess up my numbering that I just forgot to write the 30. And in the bottom right corner, I've used a little habit tracker just for the week. I can focus on one habit, something that I really want to focus on, maybe get some fresh air, maybe go for a run. I will figure it out as the week comes. And for my second weekly, I have used a box layout. This is one of my favorite layouts, to be honest. And it is pretty self-explanatory. As you can tell, I was starting to get a little bit tired, so I'm just rushing through the last part, which made me out of focus for the first half of this spread. And on this side, I've used some small sections for all my events for the upcoming week. And on the right side, I've used a really big task list to write all the tasks that I need to get done for that week. Finishing up with some stickers on the bottom. Those baskets with apples are the cutest stickers. I love them so much. And here I have the green version of the headers. Writing in the dates beside it. That's week 3 done already. And what I like most about planning my month ahead is that I already get the space to write down stuff that will be happening at the end of the month. As the day comes, that I already know that it is planned for that day. And it gives me a lot of focus and structure to have that kind of clarity, so to say. And for this last spread, I have used the left side to write the last days of October, and the right side will be my end of October reflections. I've used this in the beginning of this year, but I forgot about it, to be honest. And I really want to bring it back because it gives me a moment to think about what I did and what I want to accomplish, and just to take a breather. And that will be all of my spreads for October. I think this theme will help me get back into bullet journaling a lot. Let's look at the whole flip through of my October spreads. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please let me know what your theme will be for October. I love to know. If you have questions about something that I've used in this video, feel free to shoot a question. I love to read the comments. I can't believe we're at almost 50 subscribers already. It's been really fun to share my creations online. I think I will be logging off for now. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay kind. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye!